What's going on, guys? Thanks for stopping by and hope everyone's having a great day. This is Josh from VHU and I am here with a quick little video, if you want to call it, on my top 5 favorite first-person shooters of all time. Just to warn you guys, just like in my top 10 video games of all time, there is no statistical data to back anything up. This is all just my opinion and games that I spent the most time playing and really enjoyed playing and would play again. So here we go. So for number 5 on the list, we're going way back to 1992 for Wolfenstein 3D. This was released for MS-DOS back in 1992. This game was a huge success and helped popularize the first-person shooter genre on PC and really put the footprint down for shooters of today. You know, it's a huge pioneer of games. I spent many hours playing this game. I was incredibly hooked. It's extremely controversial as well. Amazing game to play. Number 4 on the list is one that doesn't get a whole lot of mention anymore. It's going to be Operation Flashpoint, Dragon Rising. I really like this. Was basically a military simulation game for PC, PS3, and Xbox 360. Put you on a huge open world. You could approach objectives any way you want. You had a team. You could give directions, stuff like that. Incredibly fun to play. The difficulty levels made the game so much more difficult. And it was honestly one of the better games. It's so strategic and so fun to play. Definitely an underrated game, and I definitely recommend everyone check it out. So number 3 on the list, getting down to number 1, is going to be Borderlands. This had a Borderlands 2, but I really didn't like it as much as Borderlands 1. This game is not about realism. This is all about fun. The graphics were cartoony, but they somehow really worked. So many guns, so many different variants of guns that you could have, and all about fun. Vehicles, bosses were fun. Everything was just way over the top. Incredible game to play. So much loot. This game is all about loot and having fun, and you could even play multiplayer as well. If you're looking for all-out fun with an RPG, with guns, you know, this really defined the first-person shooter RPG genre. So I definitely recommend, if you've never played it, most people have, but amazing game. Definitely one of the best shooters of all time. So number 2 on the list, of course, is going to be 007 Goldeneye. You can't really have a top list of first-person shooters without including Goldeneye. Goldeneye really set the stage for what shooters are today. It was so much fun. Even the split-screen multiplayer was so much fun. Amazing story. Graphics were awesome for its time on the Nintendo 64. Definitely one of the better first-person shooters of all time. And like I said, it's a pioneer for what games are today. Ridiculous fun. A lot of the things you can do, even in multiplayer, were incredibly fun. Of course, unlocking the golden gun was the primary achievement in this game. And once you do, you just pwn noobs left and right. So much fun. So number 1 on my list, guys, is of course going to be Battlefield 3. Now with the story, they took a step back from Battlefield Bad Company 2 and 1, where they had funny characters and stuff like that. This was much more serious, but Battlefield 3 took a step forward in terms of multiplayer. The destruction, the vehicles, the guns, the customization, everything was purely top-notch. You know, there was a big battle between Call of Duty and Battlefield 3, but really Battlefield 3 really stepped forward and took the lead, and Battlefield 4 is obviously the same thing. Can't really get into Battlefield 4 like I did in Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 really is one of the best first-person shooters of all time, and it's purely based on multiplayer. The single player, you know, it's fun, it's linear. I'm not big on linearity when I play games, though, anymore. So in terms of the best shooter, I've played the most hours, had the most fun, been the most addicted to Battlefield 3. Now, this was a very hard list to come up with the top 5. Top 10 would have been much easier, but I do want to talk about some honorable mentions that I played tons of hours in, but I really could not put in the top 5 just because the top 5 I chose were just far too good. Those games are Counter-Strike, the Crysis series, really mainly Crysis 1, Deus Ex, again, mainly the first one, Far Cry series, all of them were really good. Of course, you can't forget Half-Life. The Halo series, again, Halo 1, probably the best one in my opinion. Unreal Tournament, awesome, again, kind of a forgotten game these days, and of course, Perfect Dark, which rivaled 007. But that's going to do it for my video of my favorite first-person shooters of all time. Again, guys, I'd like to hear your opinion, so please leave a like rating below and subscribe if you're new. But please leave your comments down below. I'd like to know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. Peace out.